NiSi has finally fixed what I believe to be the biggest flaw in their JetMag Pro system, and that is this mount. On this mount, the original, these two white areas is where the V&D locks onto the system. If you move it off a little bit, it will just fall right off. The magnets are not that strong in here where it'll be able to keep it on. So what NiSi decided to do was come up with a new system that fixed all my issues. This area right here where the green is on this side and this side, this is where it locks on, and then the area right here on this side and this side, when it's aligned right there, you can take it off or put it back on in those areas. As you can see where the yellow is on here, it now extends throughout that whole area on both sides, and now we don't have to worry about the system falling off so easily. So I've been emailing them for the past 6 months, telling them my issues with the system and asking them if they can redesign it to make it more secure, and they came out with it. And I'm happy to see this new system out. First thing I did was go pick it up as soon as they emailed me back and let me know that the system, the new mounts were out, and I went and bought it. Been using it for the past 2-3 weeks, and I've been loving it. What's going on, everyone? Justin here with Shutter Chief Visuals. I am a photographer, videographer. I capture sports events in the local area, and so one of the things that has been a great tool for me to use has been the NiSi JetMag Pro system. I love how easily it is to put it on, take it off, stack filters and everything, but there has been one major problem, and that is the original mount for the lens. The problem with the original ring has been that there's only 2 small areas where it can actually stay on there and lock on. Once you move it off, the only thing keeping it on there are the magnets, and those magnets are not strong. So let me show you here with the original system. So this is the original one. Make sure I don't cross thread it. Put it here. Take it on here, and now I have it locked. You see all the videos where everybody's going, oh, it's so secure it can lock, but then you move it over to the side, it comes right off. These magnets are not strong. You can just knock it off and it'll just fall right off, and you don't want to damage this. So this has been one of my major complaints. So with the original mount here, there's only these 2 small points where the system actually locks on here. Once it's off of there, it's only the magnet that's actually keeping it on, and with that, it's so easy for it to just, once it's misaligned or gets rotated outside the locking section, there isn't much preventing it from coming off besides the magnet on here. So let me go ahead and just give you a demonstration of that. So this is one of my lenses here. This is the mount system. This is the original one. Once you put it on here, you take the filter, you make sure it's not where the white line is, and it can go right on. And now you have the magnets just keeping it on, right? So it'll come right off as soon as you change it to where it meets on those white lines. You know, it's not gonna come off, but as soon as you turn it off the side, it's gonna pop right off. So that's been one of the issues that I've had with this mount system. With that being said, this is what I recommended to NiSi. I've recommended that they just redesign the lens filter mount where there's more surface area to keep the lens filter on the mount, and that's what they have done with this right here. So this makes a big difference. Right here, this makes a big difference. So not only does it have this yellow mark here where it's also glow in the dark, but if you see here, if I can get that to focus on there. All right, so if you see here, there's way more surface area to where it actually locks on. So if I go ahead and switch this original mount over to this one, to the new one. So I got the new one on here. So I'll go ahead and attach it to where I can, and just slightly moving it over. Now it's already locked into place. This feels so much better, and I feel so much safer. Like, I'm just moving it around and I'm not worried about it falling. I mean, my hand's still there, but you have to line it just right to get it to come off, because once it's slightly over, it's gonna lock on. So it's already locked on with it just moved over to the side like this. So you have to properly align it to get it to come off and go back on. And what I love about this, it's still really easy to take it off and put it on. There's nothing you really have to worry about, and it's nothing complicated. You just line it up and you take it right off. So that's what I love about this new system. Is this new ring mount worth the upgrade? I believe it is. If you believe in protecting your investments, then I would go ahead and purchase this new mount, so you don't have to worry about your VNDs just falling off on you in the middle of a shoot and potentially damaging your investment. So just 30 bucks, I would go ahead and switch from this thing right here, where it only has a minimal area where it attaches, where it keeps locked on here, and I would adjust to getting this one here. So look at the surface area difference on there. This has that little part, and this has that whole, almost the whole thing that it keeps it locked on. So I would definitely upgrade to this for 30 bucks and just toss this aside, because I'm not going to use that anymore. This is going to be my go-to. But with that being said, there's still something I'm waiting on. I'm waiting for them to come out with the 95 millimeter, so I can put the 95 millimeter and step it down to my 86, so I can put it on my other lenses, the ones that I usually use for sports. This is great for my primes, but they need to hurry up and come out with the 95 millimeters, because as soon as they come out with those, I'm definitely going to pick those up. So overall, I believe NiSi has addressed my concerns with the system, and I believe it's a well-needed upgrade if you already own the system. And if you don't own the system and you want to get into it, just know that they don't have a kit that comes with this mount, so you will have to purchase it separately. But if you do buy this kit, just go ahead and just purchase that from the get-go, because it's going to protect your investment. If you have this system, and I want to hear some of the stories in the comments. Have you ever had your system, your NiSi JetMag Pro system, just fall off on you, or did you end up losing it? I want to know other people's concerns, or if they had something happen to them. So maybe we can discuss it in the comments, and I'll potentially find other issues like this that I come along with when I'm doing my video on photography, and maybe this will be a thing that I do in the future. All right, and that's all I have. Appreciate it.